Hello there, dear friends, and welcome once again to the Relaxed Fantasy Review. On this channel, we spend our time looking at fantasy of all sorts, from books to movies to video games, and applying the characters within into the tabletop game, Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition. Today, though, we're going to be looking at a core mechanic of D&D itself. Specifically, we're going to be having a look at a subclass of the wizard, the School of Necromancy. Necromancy is a magic that is well known in most fictional media when it comes to magic, the ability to raise the dead. However, the School of Necromancy in the world of D&D is largely considered to be a legitimate form of study, as necromancy also involves quite a bit of healing and raising from the dead in a non-undead way. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag. How does it function mechanically? Let's have a look. As with all schools of wizardry, they have the savant ability. This means that they can copy necromancy spells for less gold and less time, but I don't talk about that because every school has it for their own type of spells, so we don't take it into account. Then, at level 2, they get what's known as the Grim Harvest. When you kill a creature with one of your spells, you regain hit points, 2 per spell level. And if it's a necromancy spell, it's 3 per spell level. So it just allows you to self-heal by killing creatures, and self-healing is always good. Lightens the load from your party healer, and as a wizard, you don't have healing spells, so this is one way to top yourself off. Then at level 6, you have Undead Thralls. This means that you can animate the dead. This can animate 2 undead instead of 1, and it buffs their HP and their attack rolls, basically making you a better necromancer. And at level 6, raising the dead and using them as your thralls is one of your main ways of fighting, getting more bodies and more damage against your enemies. This is good, 9 out of 10. Then, at level 10, you get Inured to Undeath, which means you get resistance to necrotic damage, which is great. Resistance to damage is always nice, but you also get the special feature that your maximum HP cannot be reduced. There are several spells and effects that just lower your maximum HP until you rest. This stops that from happening. You can't have your HP reduced, your maximum reduced. So, that's pretty good. That's a 9 out of 10 power right there, if nothing else for the resistance, but the extra resistance to not losing HP is also great. Finally, at level 14, you get Command Undead. You can choose an undead creature and have it make a charisma save, and if it fails that save, it is your thrall forever. Now, some undead have legendary resistance or have high charisma saving throws, depending on if you're going for something super powerful. But if you're going for like a captain or a lieutenant of an undead army, a mid-tier undead enemy could fall prey to this, and then you have a very powerful thrall, which you keep with you basically until it dies. And this is a great way to get a follower, but it only gives you one at a time. You can't use it to just amass an army. I give it a 7 out of 10. It's an okay ability, but you have to be fighting undead, obviously. All in all, the Necromancy Wizard is a 9 out of 10 wizard. Self-healing, more powerful thralls, more ability to get thralls, resistance to damage, this is all good stuff. And as wizards go, the ability to heal themselves, and this goes on for the entire game and continues to get better as you cast higher and higher level spells. And you never are going to be in a situation where you aren't going to want more thralls and more bodies on the field as a necromancer, and being able to power them up and get strong ones to fight for you. This is all great stuff. 9 out of 10 for the Necromancy Wizard mechanically. This has been the Relaxed Fantasy Review. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe down below, and keep your eyes peeled for more subclass reviews coming down the line soon. Have a good one, my friends.